Hi everybody, my name is Stéphane Lecat. I am the Director of the Open Swimming Federation, Swimming French Federation for open water, and since 2013. And today I'm speaking by video because yesterday I have a problem with my flight, and I tried to find the solution. So I adapt the situation, and this is open water. So you have to do the same when you are coaching open water. That's why I wanted to do a video on not to miss my presentation for any point. So FINA invite me for speak about long distance training and the key on strategies, because since many years the French Federation and the swimmers of the French Federation have a good result. So on the slide 2, I present you what we will speak. We speak on content will be open water French swimming team description, history and context, discipline and characteristics, a performance model with some specificities, development tools, and perspective. Slide 3. So some numbers of the French Federation. This year we have 25,000 numbers participate in an open water event in France in 2013. It's a lot of 2018. It's a lot of number of person who takes part between May and September in the open water events in France, and it's very important for us because it's more and more popular every year. So maybe it's because this sport is in actuality with ecology and everything, or maybe because of the athletes of the French Swimming Federation is doing good results. We have 41 open water events between May and October. 19 countries take part at the French Open Championship this year, and we are proud about that because it's a French Open, of course. It's a land cup too, but it's an international event for us, and it's helped our swimmers, juniors and seniors, to prepare the international competition. We have 193 swimmers take part at the 10K at the French Championships. It was 119 women and 149 men. It was big numbers, and all the women start at the same time and the men too. And this is very important because when you are in an international competition like World Championships, where you have to qualify at the Olympic Games, you have to find the best place since the beginning at the end. And if you not take part in this kind of race with many people, it's hard for you to adapt and to find a solution. That's why it's important to propose a good event for many countries in our championships. This year we have 4 hours 20 minutes live in television, French international television, during the French Open. So it's a good picture for our discipline, and we are very proud about that. And we hope to do the same thing next year, of course. And since 2014, 73 international medals won the French swimmer in the international competition. It was 39 in gold, 13 in silver, 21 in bronze. We are so happy about that, and we work hard for that. And always we ask if it's luck or if because we have a good strategy. I think it's mixed because we have a very good athlete and we have very good coach. And we will speak about that after. And we have, I think, a good organization too. And we know to adapt. And this is the last number is very important. French Swimming Federation earned the first Olympic medal in Rio in 2016 with Marc-Antoine Olivier. It was the bronze medal at the Olympics for the men's, and we are very proud about that. So slide 4. So history and context. Open waters is like life. Sometimes you have to face strong waves, but passing then allows, and you find the voice to succeed again. This is very important because, for example, in Rio 2016, our athletes, Aurélie Miller earned the silver medal. She was silver medal 1 meter before the end, and she was finally disqualified just 1 meter before the end, and it was very hard for her, of course, and for all the team. But 1 year after, Aurélie won three medals at the World Championships, 2 gold medals and 1 silver medal, and she was the Athlete of the Year in 2017. And this is really open water. You have sometimes bad moments, and this is top level sports. Sometimes you have bad moments, but you learn about that and you are better after. Of course, it's not finished. Aurélie, and we want to support her to try to be number 1 at the Olympic Games in Tokyo. But she won the first step, and we hope will be the same in the future. Next slide. So, history and contest. Why take the direction of French Open Water in February 2013? Well, I decided to be national director at this time because the plan who proposed the federation at this time was in my way. If your plan is not on with your philosophy on your way, it's not a good idea to take the position. And for me, sharing skills to ensure the French swimmer perform to the high level is very important. May French swimmers win medals. This is the most important, to create beautiful emotion together, because we work for that too, and share them together. This is very, very important for me in my team, for junior and senior, to share the emotion, to share the podium, because we are together. It's not one swimmer and one coach and one coach. We are together, we work together, and this is very, very important. So how? So I am the director and the manager. So it means for me to be director of the open water, it's you have to see and you have to take care about your coach, not only about the swimmer, because your coach. Sometimes I call the coach one day and say, "Hi, how you doing?" And he asked me, "Why you call me?" I said, "Just to ask you if you're okay." And this is very important to take care about my team. My team is coach and swimmers. It's very important to have a coach who knows to win, how to win. We have Philippe Lecat in our team, and I think this coach who showed the way at the French Swimming Federation in pool swimmer and open water swimmer how to win gold medals in an international event. And this is very, very important for us, because when Philippe came to us in 2015, he helped us to have confidence, and he learned to everybody how to show the way to the victory, and to show the way not to accept the defeat. And this is very important. We don't win always, of course, but we want to try every time, and this is very important. And then become a team. This is very important. At the beginning, of course, we build it, but now I think we are a team. We are a real team. The place of the open water in the federation. Today, open water has an important place because it offers the possibility to win medals at the Olympic. It's the possibility to increasing the number of members of the federation in the federation. This is very important. Maybe we have 10,000 or 15,000 members more because open water since 4 years, because open water is become bigger and bigger, and it offers the possibility to perform in singular challenge. It's not because you are not top level you can't do open water or challenge. You can cross a channel like the channel between England to France and everything. And this is open water. You don't need to be top level. You can have your personal challenge, and it's with a boat, and it's safety, and it's not injury most of the time. And this is very, very good sports. That's why open water is going bigger and bigger. On open water scientifics, this is very important in our part, like pool swimmers. The swimmer must be able to adapt himself. About what? At the natural environment, because we swim in the ocean, we swim in a lake, we swim in a river, and you have to adapt that. This is very important to how to adapt that with your technique, with your tactic, with your brain, and between the other swimmers, the opponent. Next slide. Open water characteristic. Open water is a discipline where the swimmer must be use his quality, physiological, technical, tactical and mental, face to the problem related to the environment, is which evolve as well as those related at the opponent in order to touch part first. What are the essential performance factors in my view in open water? Coaching, because the coach for me is very important, and because they show the way every day at the swimmers. Tactical and technical, because it's not because more you have beautiful, good technique, efficient, more you will be better in a 10K. Physiological, because it's very important too. Observation, the observation to your swimmers and the other team is very important, and the other sport too. Mental, and of course in the middle of everything you have the swimmers. Next slide. Provides the means to win and create a performance model. Observation. From 2013 to August 13, I did observation and analysis with the international opponents, and the difference between the swimmers. It was very important in Barcelona 2013 to see how the Brazilian team, the US team organize everything before the race, during the race, and after the race, because it was on top. And we was number 7 in the world. And of course, number 7 in the world is not enough when you want to be the first. So you have to show how the best doing, and after you have to adapt with your culture and with your swimmer and with your organization. But it's very important. Construction of the French performance model of the 10K: race strategy, planning strategy, training analysis, individuation. Individuation is very important because each swimmer don't have the same quality. So you have a plan for everybody, but you have to adapt even with each quality of the swimmers. Next slide. Development tools. From the performance model, identification key point to work on. For each phase of the race, you have a quality to improve. Endurance capacity, speed at the end of the race, technical on tactical works, lucidity works. This is really important, and make a chase at the right time in the race, and promote open water French culture and dynamic. Training camp with the senior and junior. Every year we do 2 or 3 training camps together, and with the junior and the senior. And this training camp help us to knowledge sharing between coach, encourage the training camp with the best international coach and the swimmers. Sometimes some swimmers and coach go on in an international coach to see how they manage the open water training session. Scientific sports, so we are working on the hypoxia and altitude training, its acclimatation, one call environment, individual race strategy before each major competition, work on lucidity in the race. About lucidity in the race, this is very important because sometimes you are very strong, but if you don't have the capacity to be lucid and with a big lucidity, you can't win. You have to be very, very lucid about what you can do and what you have to do and what you want to do. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes after the moment you think about that. Next slide. Improvement several quality: technical, tactical, mental. You have on the screen the example what we do in a test. We do a 10K, and you have the speed of the swimmers, each 100. The swimmer have to decide the strategy he wants to do before the test, and he have to stop 3 times, and when they stop, he have a question about lucidity. And after we do the analysis of everything, about speed, about lactate, about lucidity too, and we do everything, we take in consideration everything to understand how the swimmer is good or not in every point, who is very important. Next slide. Improve the speed at the end of the race. The key of the factor of the 10K. You can see now that you have the top 10 time on the 200, 400, on the 800 and 1500, female and woman. And you can see the level is very good for the man and for the woman. And this is very important. You need in your career a minimum speed, top speed, maybe in the top 50 men and 50 women in the world every year in the ranking, for to be in a good open water swimmers. Next slide. At the World Cup in Abu Dhabi this year, you can see the percent of the speed of the swimmers at the 400 freestyle for the men. And Florian Velbrock won the race, and you can see Florian is not on a higher percentage on the speed because he have a reserve. So because he have a reserve, it's more comfortable for him to win the race. So it's not only the only one quality, but it's one of the biggest quality. Set of French culture, open water culture and effort culture. Training camp principle. 2 or 3 weeks with senior and junior, 2 times yearly. Avantage, ski sharing between coach. Train with the world champion. Takes the time, perform several analyses in various areas. Physiology, technique, tactics, psychology. And multiply the number of the open water competition to better immerse yourself in the discipline. It's very important to take part of the competition. Next slide. Build a dynamic team. Of course, a director available and attentive, a committed and trusted staff, strong relationship between senior and junior, and a scientific advice and disposal to the coach. Very important. Support swimmer and the coach. Maximization of physiologist capacity in altitude. Setting installed measurement and level of fatigue. Physiologist test every day. And heat acclimatation. You have adapt better race strategy. Worked on lucidity, like I explained you before. Next slide. Perspective. How to explain the system of the French open water swimming. Carrying on investing the decay of the French system. Coach who know how to win and further consistent with basic principle on high level recommend, like Philippe Lecat, of course, Eric Boisser, Magali Merino, and more. The test of the victory, a logical organization focused on the swimmer and the coach. How to substance and optimize the results, that's the question. I think individualized training depending on the swimmer response is very important. Support and offer experts up to our coach. Involve young coach with the best French and foreign coach. And use external expertise. This is the perspective. And now, for the next slide, you will have a short video, who explain between 2014 and now what we build in our team. Thank you for everything. Goodbye.